You're audible.
Yeah, so it's clear, right? The voice is clear, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So guys, so in the first two classes we have discussed, you know, in the last class we have seen what is a programming language versus framework versus technology, right? Am I right? Let me save these notes somewhere. Yes, we. Yeah. So Sukanya, so guys, I just want to give a quick recap, right? So yeah, first one, I just want to understand what is the difference between programming language, which I have told yesterday, programming language versus technology versus framework. Can someone tell me in a few lines? I just want to test how far you have understood in the previous class. Yeah, Sukanya, can you please tell?
Like Sunil, like starting, I didn't attend. I joined very late yesterday.
Okay, okay, fine. Okay, you joined late yesterday, so you
Yeah.
didn't watch the recording also. Okay, fine, fine, not an issue. Okay,
No.
can someone tell me what is the difference between programming language versus technology versus framework? Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Right,
Sunil.
maybe.
Can I tell?
Yeah, please, please. I was asking, no.
Yeah, so I haven't joined the last classes, but as per my, previous knowledge, I'll just tell. So programming languages are like raw materials, so you need to do everything on your own. When it comes to technologies, they are semi-finished products, so like somewhat, kind of automations they will do, and then remaining we need to do. And frameworks are like fully finished products, which are built on the top of technologies, and technologies are built on the top of programming languages.
Okay, yeah, that's correct. So the thing is, programming language is a syntax. Okay, it's a set of instructions. I can say. Okay, yeah, programming language means it's a set of instructions. Okay, you see here. So the thing is, suppose if a human want to interact with a software, right? Okay, with a with a computer, he needs a programming language. Am I correct? So the programming language is a set of instructions. Am I right? So we have a multiple programming languages so far. That is CoreJava, Python, C, and CPP. Am I correct? Sukanya?
Yes.
And someone spoken just now. Can you tell your name now? Who's spoken just now?
Yeah, it's Saksam Jain.
Saksham.
Yeah.
Okay. See, Saksham. So this is on a high level. Okay. So programming language means it is something, if a human want to interact with the software, we need a programming language. Okay. The famous programming languages are Core Java, Python, C, CPP. Am I right? And you can say it is a set of instructions and which contains some syntaxes and all. Okay. So what can we develop, guys, by using a programming language? Anyone? Standalone applications only we can develop. Am I right, guys? Saksham?
Yes, yes, Sunil.
Yep. So this is what. So can we develop a web application using Core Java alone or Python alone? Can we develop, guys? Anyone apart from these
No.
two guys? No, because why, guys? Why we can't develop web application by using programming language alone? Because no programming language has a database compatibility. No programming language, has a servlets in compatibility, right? And session management, nothing is there. Okay, this is just to write the logic. Okay, to get the input, process the logic, and give me to return the output, right? Am I correct? So that's what. So now if I want to develop a web application, right? If I want to develop web applications, these programming languages are not sufficient. Okay, yeah, I have written something now. Yeah, sufficient. Okay, so we need a capability and session management, RESTful service and web services. Okay, So then Sun Microsystem come up with a core Java, then Sun Microsystem come up with a J2W, guys. Okay. So in the J2W, there are set of technologies which by using them, which we are able to develop what which by using which we are able to develop web applications, right? We have a Jdbc and we have servlets, we have JSP and we have MVC, guys. Okay. So can someone tell me why Jdbc is outdated when compared to ORM frameworks? Can anyone tell me? I gave yesterday I told you and day before yesterday also I told the same thing. Can someone tell me why Jdbc is outdated when compared to ORM frameworks? Why ORM frameworks has a huge demand now? Why Jdbc is outdated? Can someone tell me in 2 lines? Saksham, Sukanya, anyone?
Suresh, your voice is too low.
Okay. Okay, let me connect earphones. Guys, yesterday is that clear? Yesterday, my voice. Yep. Yeah, I got my
Your
earphones.
voice is clear for me. I'm not facing any issues.
Okay, okay, okay. Maybe the one who asked, I don't know. Yeah, let me connect with earphones now. Guys, am I audible now? Hello.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Sukanya, is it better now or is it better? Before.
No, I'm feeling the same. I don't find any difference.
Okay, the one who asked, is that fine now for him?
I see low voice, but okay, I mean, if she is able to listen, that's fine.
I
Yeah.
think, yeah, I think, yeah, there might be some issue at your end also because Sukanya can be able to hear me properly. Yeah, okay, right. Okay, so so the thing is, the Sun Microsystem come up with a J2W technologies case. Okay, the first one is Jdbc, Servlets, JSP, and MVC. Okay, and I have given a clear explanation why Jdbc is outdated. Can someone tell me, please, here, who have attended the previous 2 classes, or at least one of the class can tell me, because this thing I have told in class 1 and class 2 as well.
Like boilerplate code.
Yes, one reason is boilerplate code. Okay, and second reason.
When we switch to new database, we need to
Exactly.
rewrite the queries.
Exactly. Super, super, Sukanya. So the thing is, at this time, we are using some MySQL database. Okay. In the next year at the same time, we might switch to as per the client requirement. Suppose the client is saying, okay, we don't want MySQL database. We want some NoSQL database, Cosmos DB, BigQuery, like that. So at that time, we need to rewrite the query, right? It's a rework. Am I right? So there is no loose coupling, guys. Okay, you can say there is no loose coupling. Then interviewer is asking why JDBC is outdated when compared to ORM framework. Guys, am I going a bit faster? Is that fine? Can you able to understand, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So if the interviewer is asking why we are able to migrate, why JDBC is outdated means you should tell, sir, that is boilerplate code is there, okay, and there is no loose coupling. Loose coupling in the sense if the database is migration is happening, there you need to change the code as well, okay, right? And servlets also there will be some boilerplate code, guys. Okay, unnecessary code is there, right? And JSP is outdated with React and Angular. This is totally related to front end. Okay, MVC, which we'll gonna discuss now. Okay, right? By using web application, guys, this is just a quick recap of the previous classes. Okay, by using web application, it will capture the data from the front end. It will validate the data, process the data from the database, and stores into database, guys. So if you see, you can see some repeated duplicate steps. Okay, validation, capturing is a totally repetition. It's a totally repeated process. Okay, so it's again a boilerplate code, guys. Okay, right? So the challenges is, yes, we can develop a web application, but the thing is, it has a lot of boilerplate code and maintenance is difficult, and more lines of code, there might be high chance of getting exceptions. Am I right? If there are more lines of code, there might be definitely high chance of getting exception. Is that right or not, guys? Right? Yep. Now you guys tell me what is a framework? Anyone? Yeah, just you can see on the screen, but yeah, you tell me, guys. what are the advantages of a framework when compared to a technology? Yes, now by this time you have already understood that we can, when compared to programming language versus technology, you have a certain advantages. Am I right? When compared to programming languages, by using technology, you have certain advantages. Okay. Now, what are the advantages of framework when compared to technology? Can someone tell me? And yesterday I gave a clear explanation, repeatedly, repeatedly telling the same points again and again, right? Yeah. Can someone tell me?
Yeah, Sunil. So, lots of boilerplate codes which we are continuously writing, in technologies we can like will be automated and they will come up with, APIs and all this stuffs in framework. So we need to write very less code compared to what we are writing in programming languages and technologies.
Yeah. So basically, that's the main reason. So basically, in technology, we have a lot of boilerplate code. Okay, we need to repeat again and again the same lines of code. Okay, so because of this, the code will increase and it is very hard to maintain. Okay, and there might be high chance of getting exceptions and errors, guys. Okay, so that's why we move to framework. Okay, right. And the main advantage is we can avoid writing the common logic. The thing is common, I have already told you clearly, okay, what is the difference between common logic and business logic, guys? Okay, so the common logic is nothing but, suppose if you take a JDBC, okay, so how to communicate with JDBC, guys? First you should establish a connection, you should load the driver class, okay, and you need to develop a result set and execute statement. Like that we need to do multiple steps. All those things are common only, right? So those things we can avoid by using JPA, okay, and so you should focus on business logic, okay. So by using framework you can completely focus on business logic, guys, okay, right? So, and again, I told you the business logic will be varying based on the, you know, to domain. Suppose if I'm working on an automation domain, so my business logic would be like, car is getting repaired or not, respective dealer is available for repair or not. Okay, what kind of technicians are involved to repair? How many working days it will take? Something like that. This is a business logic for vehicle automation. Am I right? But when it comes to healthcare, how many patients are coming, how many OP bills are there, medicine billing, health insurance, like that, you have a n number, some business logic is related to healthcare. When it comes to education, how many students are there, how many A category seats are there, how many failed students are there, how many, like that, we have a business logic related to education. Okay, right? Advantages of frameworks, guys. See, you can see there is no duplicate code and faster development and less lines of code and less number of bugs and easy maintenance, guys. Okay, right? These are the some popular frameworks. Okay, so Struts framework is there, Hibernate framework is there, JSF is there. Okay, so the core Java comes under J2SE, Java Standard Edition. Next, J2EE, Java Enterprise Edition. Okay, which will cover JDBC, JSP, and servlets and MVC architecture, guys. Okay, right? In 2007, people come up with a Spring framework. Okay, in 2014, around that time, people come up with a Spring Boot framework. Okay, right? These are the two frameworks with respect to front end, guys. Okay, and guys, am I going faster? No, right? Are you comfortable, right? Anyone have any issues with my voice or pace which I was going? Is that okay, guys? Sukanya, are you
Yes,
fine?
okay.
And
Yes.
Saksham, are you fine, Saksham?
Yes, yes, Sunil, I am fine.
You're fine, right? Yeah, fine. Yeah, because some people, it's very, for them it might be a bit difficult to follow. That's why I was asking. Okay, right? Okay. And yesterday I was explaining between difference between the monolith and microservice, guys. Okay, can someone tell me what are the differences between a monolith and microservices on a high level, at least some differences, please? Apart from these two guys, remaining there are three more guys are there. No, Amar, Chetan, Rajneet. Yeah, yeah, guys. At least we can tell Saksham and Sukanya.
Yeah, Sunil. So, monolithic means like we are developing entire project at once. So we are like different modules. Let's say if we have a project with 5 modules, we'll develop it within a project itself. But in microservices architecture, each and every module will develop it as a separate project, and then later will integrate them using third-party libraries and all those kind of stuff. So wherever we need those modules in multiple projects, we can integrate them rather than developing it from scratch.
Okay, fine. But what are the advantages we can get when compared to monolith over the monolith, with respect to microservices?
Like if
So
one service is
basically,
down,
Yeah, please go ahead, Sukanya.
like if one service is down, it does not impact the other services, and based upon the load, if which service has more priority, we can plan for that service, like like find resource for that service.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so the thing is, all the, you know, all the services, if they are included in one project, right? The thing is, if one service is down, you need to stop the entire application, right? So that will be remaining service will be getting impacted. And the thing is, if some minor changes are there with respect to one service, you know, then we need to deploy total project again. So deployment is very time consuming, right? And you can see here, right? So if you have order service, inventory service, and payment service, if one service is failing, we need to stop the whole service, right? After fixing them, we need to deploy the whole service again, right? Because of this, maintenance is the biggest issue, right, guys? And scaling is difficult, guys. So what do you mean by scaling, guys? Can someone tell me what do you mean by scaling?
scaling means if after a certain time of period, the users are increasing in our system. So the
Hmm.
system is not able to handle too much users. So at that time we can we cannot like in monolithic we cannot scale while in microservices we can scale in horizontal way and vertical way. So basically we can use we can scale via resources. We can scale on the instance of that particular microservice. If suppose payment service is failing due to some heavy load, so we can scale the instance of that payment service.
Yep, yep. So the thing is, suppose if you take a banking application, right, it has a n number of services. While whether it might be net banking or credit card or loan section or statement section, right? So basically, that withdraw and debit process is very high at the month end, right? Month end there might be high getting chance of getting high traffic. So at that time, we'll scale that service alone. Okay, the withdraw service or deposit service. Am I right? So after 5 days, we will be decreasing the number of instances which we assigned to the particular service. Am I right? So this is one of the advantage when compared to monolith. We have advantage related to scaling, guys. Okay, 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 guys. And yeah, we are done with the yesterday class. Okay, let us move to the new thing today. Okay, yeah. So guys, what are the frameworks guys? So far, suppose if you take struts, right, or hibernate. So can anyone know what the struts will do? Hmm? Yeah. So let me cover. So it's a Java based framework, guys. Okay. It's a Java based framework. Okay. So basically what the struts will do is it will play the role of a controller, guys. So in our service, controller means what, guys? Okay. So I think here you guys are all the freshers to SBMS, Spring Boot services. So the thing is struts will handle, it will take the request, it will take the request and return back the response, guys. This is the role of the struts. Earlier, the same role is performed by, Struts is popular from 2003 to 2014, guys. Okay, till this time the Struts is so popular. So the Struts has replaced servlets, guys. So basically, servlets has performed the same role as of Struts, but because of the boilerplate code, people has migrated from servlets to Struts. Okay, guys, are you clear? Why people are migrated from servlets to Struts? Because of the boilerplate code, servlets are migrated from struts. Okay, what the struts or servlets will do, guys? It will take the request and process the response. So, Kanya, Saksam, are you guys clear with respect to struts here?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Sunil.
Okay. Now, when it comes to Hibernate, guys, can someone tell me what it will do? Hibernate?
Hibernate, we will be having our database tables. So those database tables, it will be converted into class. The
Yes.
row, it will be each record. The column of the table will become the member of the class.
Yeah, yeah. So, Kanya, okay, got it, got your point. So basically, Hibernate is a framework to develop persistence layer, guys. What is that? Persistence. Persistence in the sense database layer. Okay, persistence, or it's, you can say memory. Okay, persistence layer. Okay, right. So basically, can someone tell me what it will replace? So basically, it is replacement of some technology. Can someone tell me which
Mm,
technology it is replacing?
JDBC.
Yes, JDBC, guys. Okay, JDBC has, Hibernate is sorry, JDBC is being replaced by Hibernate. Okay, right. Now let me open the whiteboard. Just a minute. I just came back from office, guys. I at 7:31 I used to come from office to, yeah, home. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So we have a controller is there. Guys, are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yes,
Basically, what controller will do, guys, it will take the request and it will process the response. Am I right, guys? So controller is nothing but a struts framework, which was given by struts framework, right? Now controller will speak with service, guys. Where service means what, guys? Service layer means we will write the business logic. Am I right, guys?
yes, yes,
So basically, service layer, what it will contain, it's totally containing Java logic, guys. If you are interacting with the external API, suppose if you're dealing with the Excel sheets, we need to call the POA API. Okay. And suppose if you are dealing with the PF, you need to handle with high text API. Okay. Right. Or if you're writing some normal, interest calculation, base calculation, or calculator, you need to write the actual logic. Am I right, guys? Here we should write actual logic. Am I right? This is about the service layer. Am I right, guys?
yes,
Suppose then service layer will interact with the persistence layer, guys. So this is called Hibernate. Okay, by using Hibernate, people used to develop persistence layer. Okay, so this Hibernate are the DAO layer. You can say people will call as a DAO layer, data access object. Okay, right. So this will call with the database. This will interact with the database, guys. Okay, right, clear.
yes, yes, clear.
So then, so the controller is the one which is gonna receive request and process the response. The controller will speak with the service, guys. The service will speak with the DAO layer in the Hibernate technology, and sorry, Hibernate framework. And Hibernate will interact with the DAO layer. Now, in the with, before Angular and React, which is the technology to develop the view, guys? Anyone?
JSP, Sunil.
Yes, JSP, right? So here JSP. Okay. So JSP, using JSP, we used to interact with controller. Controller used to interact with service. Service used to interact with the DAO layer, and DAO is used to interact with database, guys. Okay. This is how it will works. I'm right till 2015 sometime, guys. Okay. People used to do the same thing, but people think, struts is one framework, Hibernate is one more framework, and this is one external APIs, and this is view. JSP. So different technologies are there. Okay, so there is, there won't be much, people used to face compatibility issues like that. So then Spring came into market, guys. Okay, then Spring came to market. Okay, which will provide the controller layer, right? Which will provide the service layer, and which will provide the DAO layer, right? So all the things, it is like a suit, guys. Something like, uh, suppose you can say earlier days we used to, go for a movie in a movie theater, then we go for a restaurant to eat some chicken biryani or something, then we need to go for a PlayStation to play something like that. So everything is a different, small chunks, am I right? But once the malls came, GBK mall, Orbit mall, like that, no, in Hyderabad. So everything we used to get in the same place, right, guys? It is something like a suit. Okay, you guys, are you able to get the difference between the previous frameworks and the Spring framework, guys?
Yes.
So it is something like a suit, guys. Okay, so controller is there, service is there, and dove is there. Okay, so instead of writing with struts and hibernate and service layer, different frameworks, and everything we were able to write with the Spring framework, guys. Okay, clear, guys? Are you any doubts, guys, so far?
No.
Okay.
Your voice is a bit low, sir.
Okay. Who is this? Sukanya, now is that okay, or is that going low, Sukanya, now?
No, it is okay now, but in middle, it is like moving away from mic.
Okay. Let me remove this here. Now, guys, is that audible now? Any change?
Yeah, it is clear now.
Okay, I think earphones, no need of use the earphones. Okay, clear. And JSP is totally replaced with Angular and React, guys. Okay, Angular and React. Okay, can someone tell me which is more demand in the market right now, Angular or React, guys? It is nothing related to us, but
React.
React, guys. Okay, yes, React is a booming like anything in the front end section. Okay, in front end, if someone is want to become a Java full stack, okay, master React in the front end side. Just don't go for Angular. Okay, right? Okay, so controller earlier developed with a servlet technology, right? Now we have migrated to what the servlet used to guys. Servlet used to do with request, getting the request and processing the response. Okay, okay. So which is replaced with the struts. Okay, some part of time, but due to framework differences, due to multiple frameworks, again it is replaced with Spring. Am I right, guys? Spring. Okay. Now comes to service layer, guys. What is the service layer, guys? It is a Sukanya, can you?
Business logic.
Yeah, it is used to write the business logic, guys. Used to write the business logic. Basically, the business logic means it's something like, for example, calculating the interest or calculating wages of employees. Multiple. Suppose if he's the manager, some wage, if the normal employee, some wage, like that. Calculating wages. Okay, and multiple things, guys. Okay, and sometimes you need to use the external, you need to call external APIs. Suppose if I want to send a success mail, I need to use the mail API. If I want to transfer Excel sheet to PDF, I need to use POI API, like that. Okay, sometimes we need to connect to external API, guys. Right? Okay. Right. So basically, it will be written in Java only. It will be written in Java only. Okay. Now comes to DAO layer. Uh, what is this, guys? First earlier, wow, you know, can someone tell me what the DAO layer is used to do?
To write the persistent logics.
To write the persistence logic or persistence logic. So earlier, which technology, guys, we have used? JDBC.
JDBC.
Yeah, JDBC is replaced with what, guys? Hibernate, right? Because of its loose coupling and boilerplate code. Okay, we have replaced. Am I right? Now, due to the framework, due to multiple framework challenge, we have migrated to Spring framework. Am I right, guys?
Yes.
Okay. Suppose here I have mentioned external API. No, can someone tell me? So, what are the multiple external APIs? Okay, mail API to send the successful mails, right? And Willow API.
Apache POI.
Yes. I'm coming to that one. Willow API to send the OTPs. Okay, Apache POI. Okay, Apache POI to send what, guys? Sorry, it is used to deal with Excel sheets, right? Excel sheets. Okay, and iText API while you are dealing with the PDFs. Guys, so far are you comfortable? Okay, anyone has any issues? iText when dealing with PDFs, guys. Okay, right. Now let us see what are the technologies given by which company. Okay, na? Suppose if we take Struts framework, Wikipedia. Let's go to Wikipedia and see. Okay, Apache Struts. See, guys, it was given by Apache company, and it initially released at 2006. Am I right, guys? See, you can find over here. Okay, it is written in Java. Okay, right. So you can write that thing here. Yeah. Struts framework given by Apache company. So Apache company, one more popular software, it is, you know, it brought to existence. Can someone tell me what was that particular software given by Apache? Anyone?
Maven.
More than apart from that, okay, Maven is okay. Server related to server one, Tomcat server. Hello.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So that is also, bought up by Apache only. Okay, right. So when coming to Hibernate, okay. So Hibernate, can someone tell me which company bought up Hibernate framework, guys? Let's go to the Wikipedia and search Hibernate framework. I think it's Red Hat. Yep. So it is Red Hat, guys. Okay. Hibernate framework bought into the market by Red Hat company. Okay. In the year 2001. Okay. Initial release 24 years ago, guys. Okay. Right. So let us write over here. It is bought up by which company? Red Hat. Okay. Now when coming to our framework, guys, Spring framework. Okay. We'll see we'll see about this one now. Okay, Spring framework. Yeah, it was bought by the famous company VMware, guys. Okay, it is built on top of, see, Java W, guys. See, you can see directly, right? Okay, it was initially released at 2003. Okay, now 2024 it has a 6.2 version. Okay, right, right. We can write something. Okay, dot. Spring framework bought up in 2003. Okay, and the current version is how much, guys? 6.2, right? Yeah, fine. And let us have a look at Spring Boot framework, guys. When it came to the market, and what is the current version which we are using? See, the same VMware only. See, initially it's 2014. See, bit recent, right? Okay. And the current version, I think not able to find here. Yeah. Stable release. Currently, it is at 3.5.6, guys. Okay. 26 days ago. Okay. See? Okay. So we are at what, guys? 3.5.6. Basically, Spring Boot in our company, we used to have 3.x basically. Okay. If someone is teaching 2.x of Spring Boot, that is not sufficient, guys. Okay. 3.x they should teach. Okay. There are some minor difference between 2.x to 3.x. Okay. Bought up in which year, guys? Guys, are you following? Sukanya?
Yes,
Akshaksham?
2014.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah. 2014. And the current version is?
3.5.6.
Yes, current version is 3.5.6, which you can say it is almost 3 days ago, or some for 26 days ago. Okay, right. Yep. So the thing is, and no companies is gonna use this what JDBC, okay, JSP servlets, okay, or to develop a web application, guys. Okay, so now the companies are using frameworks only: Hibernate, Struts, and Spring Boot. So basically, again, Hibernate and Struts also, okay, they are out there. You can say, I can't directly pass the statement, but nowhere we are using, guys, Hibernate and Struts. Okay, if you have already that knowledge, that's very good. But if you don't have, nothing to bother about that. Okay, right? Let me draw you some diagram and show you. Guys, are you working professionals or freshers, guys? The ones who are in the class right now.
Working.
Yeah, working professionals.
Yeah, yeah, I can understand your pain, guys. Right. So basically, application. So this can be developed by using Hibernate. Okay. And Struts. Okay, Struts is based on servlets, right, guys? And Hibernate is based on JDBC. Am I right? And these two things, okay, servlets. sorry, Hibernate and struts is replaced with Spring tool suit. Spring, okay? Spring suit. Right, guys? So the Sun framework come up with a CoreJava and J2W technologies. Okay, but the Sun framework didn't come up with any framework, guys. You can see Hibernate is given by which company, guys? Apache company, and Struts is given by Red Hat company. Spring is given by VMware company. But Sun Microsystem didn't come up with any framework. Am I right? Let us summarize that. Hibernate. Which company, guys?
It's Reddit.
Sorry, Hibernate is Apache, no?
Okay.
See? Oh, sorry, Hibernate Red Hat. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Yeah, Struts is from Apache. Right? Sorry. Yep. No problem. Hibernate is from Red Hat. And Struts framework is from which company, guys?
Apache.
Apache Foundation. And one more popular software is Tomcat Server. Okay. And one more thing, Spring framework and Spring and Spring Boot are from VMware. Am I right, guys? So, what are the advantages of Spring framework, guys? Can someone tell me? Advantages of Spring framework.
IOC and dependency injection.
No. We will go to technical in upcoming classes. Okay. So when compared to Hibernate and Struts, what are the advantages? That's what I'm asking.
Eh,
Like everything, it is integrated.
1 minute. Yeah. Advantages of Spring framework or Spring Boot. Okay. Yeah. You can write end to end in Java.
Yes, yes. End-to-end application development.
Yeah. Java based framework, it is completely.
Yes.
And free and open source software, guys. Okay. Right, guys. Okay. Clear. So any doubts, guys, so far in today's class? Anyone?
No doubt, sir, but can you show the syllabus content once?
Okay.
Which cloud you will be integrating as
Yeah, I
we
told
move?
I will try all the three clouds, all the three popular clouds. Okay.
I mean, what are the major services that you will be touching, doing the touch base while?
On cloud, on cloud.
Uh,
Hello.
yes.
So basically, in GCP, we will touch base with the S3. Sorry, that cloud storage. Okay, which is nothing but S3 bucket and pub sub model. Okay. So I think I have told you very detailed way. 1 minute, I'll show you that.
Sir, your voice really low, sir.
Okay, I will improve. Basically, I think this Zoom has some. 1 minute. I'll I will try to connect with a good earphones. Yeah. But in morning class, I don't able to get any issues. But I don't know why in this class only people are
In
getting issues.
between, it is going very low. Maybe mic problem or
Okay. Mic
Yeah,
problem.
suddenly it is booming and suddenly it is going down.
Oh. Okay. Be data. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I will check, guys. Okay, might be data or some mic issue. Okay. Yeah, guys, you can see here. Okay. GCP cloud storage, PubSub model, and BigQuery, and Azure will try to integrate blob storage, and AWS will try to integrate EC2, S3 bucket, and Lambda. Okay. Anyone? Any doubts, guys? Who have asked me this question?
any RDS service also, can you include, sir, in this RDS?
Yes, if you are interested, then I am happy to discuss RDS. Okay. In Azure, we have a Cosmos DB also. I will try to touch base whatever most possible. Okay, right? These are the minimum things. But if we want, we can further go, right? Okay.
And then what about duration?
Yeah, it will be 2 to 3 months, guys. Okay, for sure, 2 to 3 months.
Okay, so we'll cover the Spring Boot modules, and then we'll go to microservices and like
Yeah,
that.
exactly, guys. Okay. So I have worked on multiple projects, guys, so far, multiple clients, and I worked in Optum previous company, UHG, product based company. Earlier also banking sector company. It's a product based. Yeah. Currently, I'm part of some client project in one of the reputed organization right now. Yeah. Currently, I'm working for a client for Ford, guys. Okay, the same Spring Boot and microservices. I mean, again, Ford client. Yep. Yeah, you can get certification with DurgaSoft, guys, and recordings we can get, and there won't be any extra price for recording. The same price you can get the recording also. Okay, guys. Any more doubts, Sukanya or Rajani, Saksham, anyone?
No.
Okay, guys. If there are no doubts, feel free to drop. And once the batch is confirmed, I'll try to take more than 1 hour, like in 1 hour, 10 minutes, like that, because people will new people will join again. I need to repeat. No, that's why I'm not going much, deeper in nowadays in these classes. But once the batch is confirmed, we'll have a solid 1 hour class, guys. Okay, clear?
Okay,
Can
sure.
can we get the content like of this
Yeah,
course?
sure. I will paste. Okay, I'll paste. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome, guys. Thanks for joining. Yeah, feel free to drop. Yeah, bye bye. Have a nice day. Good night.
Bye.